Hi, it's Simon. Yes, you can see me filming me in the mirror there out here in the garden. It's early evening and just waiting for a call with a client over in Colorado in the States. So had a lovely day here. Great catching up with some old friends from over a decade ago who are up to some really incredible things in the health arena, hearing how they have done their own ideas of pause, stop and reset. Catching up with my mum, looking at what she's been doing, sharing some ideas with her. But more than anything else, just having some time to really reset and think. And it's really interesting when you realize how much of our lives are caught up in those routines. And suddenly, a year goes by, a decade goes by. When you give yourself that opportunity, how do you do it? How do you take on pausing, stopping, and resetting? How do you actually not just go, oh, another cup of tea or a beer, whatever it is you do to relax, but how do you actually actively support yourself in that process? Not fighting to hold on to the past and not chasing after a future that may not be the one that actually is going to serve you. I know for me, that's an ongoing inquiry. And it's what I've been learning a lot about from great friends, teachers, and sometimes really unique experiences that happen. I've just put some of our courses up inside an AppSumo deal. We'll see if they get approved. And over a decade ago, I think it is now, Freshforms, they actually approached us and helped launch my first web app, Freshforms, on the AppSumo platform. Now, I must admit, it was an interesting experience. You discover this whole thing about who your ideal customers are, customer avatars, and the growth mechanics work I've done has been very focused on that, because what we found, a lot of the people that came for that special deal when it was like $20, $30, weren't necessarily the people we were really looking for. I remember our first $1,000 Freshforms customer in America, and again, it was exciting, and then challengingly, they never actually engaged the way we hoped they would. So sometimes it isn't about doing lots of what you think it is, it's actually sorting and seeing if there's a real fit. What I love about the client I'm about to hear from in about 5 minutes time is they're the right kind of person. They've done 20 years work on their business, on themselves, and are really present to, they need help with strategic stuff. And if you know me, thinking big, thinking different angles, different perspectives, being able to quite quickly understand and analyze somebody's problem, opportunities, solutions, weaknesses, and the rest is something I've become quite good at doing. And it wasn't the original plan. I started my business background currently in banking as an auditor at PwC. And I've been around other things before that, running club nights, radio stations, working in college bars. So I had quite a different range of experience. I mean, including toilets for less than £3 an hour. That was one of my earlier jobs when I was a student. So I've done lots of different things, and it means when I come to a conversation, I can bring that experiences to that. Now, the truth of it is, it isn't about me, it's about you. You've had some incredible, unique experiences also. What does that mean? It means you can probably add massive value to other people too, and sometimes not in the way you think. One of the people, Sam, who's going through our Pause Stop Research journal, she's had a huge amount of experience in customer service. Those same skills can be massively valuable to other people, whether it's in the charity environment, in the counselling work she's moving into. But it's interesting seeing that journey, how she's starting to apply what she learned in one domain and apply it into another. Earlier today I did a little video in the garden here, showing the flowers, showing other bits and pieces. I'm going to show you. There's a few. It's autumn here, it's October. But I was able to talk about and notice things and realizing how, well, the world sometimes isn't linear. What makes this garden beautiful isn't it's one flower everywhere. There's all sorts of flowers that have come and grown over decades. And it takes time to garden. It takes time to curate that and do the work to make it happen. So why am I recording this video? Well, firstly, to say thank you, because I'm choosing to. And that, I think, is quite a key lesson we'll get onto another time. But also because I had a window. And for me, I'm doing that my friend Jason talked about, which is I'm creating the content for myself. Today, I've got quite a nice calm day. I had some lovely food with mum, not a big, huge lunch, but nice food, healthy food, good food that works for me. And tomorrow I'm seeing one of my long-standing, business partner mastermind people. I've never actually met them, but we've known each other for over a decade, been talking really regularly and focusedly for over a year. He's part of why we have the Pause Stop Reset where it is, and what we're doing with authors, we're doing to help him and his clients and partners. And it's really interesting looking at how we've had very different journeys, but often both been supporting a person or a project from different angles. And tomorrow's our first day meeting up. So it feels like I'm meeting a family friend. And yet it's our first meeting. Now, why is that? Partly COVID, partly traveling, and partly just it wasn't a priority. It's becoming a priority more and more to me to spend really quality time with the people that I care about. I also think sometimes the right things happen at the right time in the right way. Whether you think of that as synchronicity, whether you think of that as just synergies, whether you just think it's luck and chance and happenstance, there is something about being in the right place at the right time, in the right headspace, right alignment, ready to take that action. And this isn't a sales pitch video, but look, if you're curious about what we could do together, get in touch. I'm easy to get hold of. Find me at simonheady.com. And if you haven't already, go to pause.reset. Make sure you pre-register so you can pre-order the book if you're watching this before it comes out. The journals are already available in the UK on Amazon in the US. The podcasts are out there. The iPhone apps are out there. There's so much really good stuff that we've been building for decades now. And we're coming up to my 44th birthday in about 3 or 4 months' time. We're coming up to 20th anniversary of myself launching in London the Psi Pi Group launch party. Now, I've been doing stuff with Psi Pi Group for more than 20 years, and the people I get to connect with are extraordinary. And I'm looking at how we can have them get to meet each other more, how we can do more live in the world, but still challenging with everything happening with travel restrictions, with lockdown, with health challenges. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you heard something that gave you some value, and if you did, let me know what that is. Give it a like, give it a share, give it a comment, and please get in touch. I have time to speak to people, and every Tuesday on a bi-weekly basis we're doing our Pause.Reset journey groups. There's a small fee that goes to charity, but more than anything, have a great day and just think about what you can do. And yes, I used to have hair. I was that guy on that TV show, but I had hair back then, but that was 10 years ago, and I still have some, but I shave it off. So I'm having a fun day. I'm well, and I hope you are too, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.